Hello, Ziggy. How are you? All the way from Mexico to you.
Oh, hi, how you doing, man? Nice, nice.
I'm doing good, thank you. I'm so excited for you to be on the show. And my first obvious question is, why did you want to make this movie? There's a few movies out there about your dad, but what is it we don't know about your father that you wanted us to know?
Yeah, why I want to make this movie? I have no idea really why. Because I never really think about the why. I just follow a feeling. I don't think about it much. Why? There's no why. You have a feeling in your heart. And you follow, and you trust that feeling too, because you have an experience with it throughout your life. So when you feel something in your heart, and you have the experience of trusting what you're feeling in your heart, you move on those feelings. But the why come after, the why come now. And the why is, there's a purpose behind this movie, beyond the story, the life story of my father. There's a message within it that the world needs now. The one love consciousness is something that we need everyone to have eyes on, everyone to have their minds on. One love. We need people to have that in their mind. And when them see the billboard or the commercial or the poster for the movie, one love, it's putting that idea in your minds. And if you go see the film, you'll see that it's a film about a man on a journey, trying to find himself, trying to do what's right, being deterred, going through turmoil in his life and coming out still with a sense of, I'm going to do this even if it's not the best thing for me. Even if it's not for my life, I'm going to do this for other people's life, you know? So it's an emotional journey. We want people to know about Bob that they would not have known by watching an interview or watching a live concert. So yeah, it's that inside, internal aspect of Bob, you know?
Well, I had a chance to see the movie yesterday, and I think that we've never had such a true representation of Jamaican culture in Hollywood. And the movie happened, Ziggy, between 1976 and 1978. Such an important political turmoil in Jamaica, and there's war. Was it important for you, for your father, to be seen as one of the most iconic figures in the Rastafari movement?
Yeah, no, it was, I mean, all those aspects of him and what he was around was important. So the Rastafari movement was important that we got that right and that we expressed that unapologetically, without apology, being straightforward with that. His Pan-Africanism, the importance of Africa to him, was very important that we express that too, because we want to be truthful to him, firstly, and he was very, very intimately, like, he had a deep love for Africa, you know, and Pan-Africanism. So that was on it, next thing. And then to express, one of the lighter side of Bob Marley is like, he was humorous also. So I mean, yeah, but it was important that we got the spiritual aspect very, very strongly in this film.
Of course, of course. Now, your father was such a simple being, but such a complex figure. How did you decide what stories to tell? And how do you come about the final draft of that script? How do you decide how the story is going to be told?
Well, I mean, the script was like, the script went to many versions and many writing and rewriting and stuff like that. And it was a work in progress. We never get it right from the beginning. We got it right at the end. We got it right, you know what I'm saying? And during the process. But yeah, we always thought that this was the most interesting time in his life. The most changes happening that would affect somebody, like, you know, being shot at, being almost killed, your wife getting shot in the head, having to go into exile. This was just a very interesting period that when we initially started it, I was like, listen guys, I want to do a movie, yeah, but I'm a movie fan. I watch movies. I don't want a boring movie. I don't want a 4-hour movie. You know, I want action, I want adventure. And this was the time of his life that all those things were happening that would make a good movie, you know. So it was perfect, you know.
There are so many Bob Marley fans in the world. I think he is a transgenerational figure, not only for my generation, but for the new ones. And I think this was a great way to perpetuate his legacy. So my final question would be, what sort of emotion did you want to create for the audience in this movie?
Well, let's put it this way. We never really think about it. I never think about it. Because if you think about it and you're going to have to try to create it, then it don't work because you're forcing it. It has to happen naturally. And it did happen naturally on the set. And how Kingsley approached it and how the actors approach their art.
Yeah.
The script, you can't do everything in a script. The individual actors have to figure out how to portray it. And I'm not gonna say what I want to see, but what we have seen coming out of this. Like, all right, the premiere in Jamaica, we premiered it in Jamaica. I went to a screening and there was so much laughing because Jamaican get some of those Jamaican attitudes and things that I said to somebody, oh, I didn't know we were making a comedy. You know? So that's one emotion, right? Next time, people crying. You know what I say? So, you know, there's a lot of emotions to feel. There's not one emotion. There's just human, as my father is a human being and we are multi-emotions. It can't be one emotion. So I want people to feel every aspect of emotion. Laughter, tears, joy, sorrow, anger, you know. I just want them to feel this humanity, you know. Yeah, I think that was my father's purpose in this story and in his life. And that's why this is really who he is. A man that wants this unity for people. You know, and that we don't need to tell a story. He was born and then he died to know who Bob Marley is. You know, this is the time and this is who Bob Marley is. He's a man who wants to see unity for people. That is like the simplest way to put it, you know.
Well, Ziggy, thank you so much. We adore you in Mexico. Hope to see you soon. Send you a big kiss.
Thank you, man. Looking forward. Thank you so much.